Rajon Rondo has been suspended by the Dallas Mavericks for one game for vehemently arguing with his coach, Rick Carlisle. Now, this all stemmed from an incident that happened in the third quarter of their game this week against the Raptors. And what was happening, apparently, is there was a timeout called. Rick Carlisle goes out there and starts really kind of yelling at Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo is like, I ain't going to take that. And they get heated. They get in their faces. They're cursing. They're yelling. They're screaming at each other. At one point, it got so bad that an assistant coach had to step in the middle of the two so that they didn't, come to more than that. Now, apparently, this whole argument is stemming from Rajon being upset with the communication and Carlisle being upset with the communication between the two when they're trying to call plays during the game. So that is, it's like your head coach not being able to talk properly to your quarterback. Now, they're a lot closer together on the court than the head coach and quarterback are, but I can see where this would be bad. And then it didn't just end there on the court. It apparently picked up again when they were in the locker room and got pretty heated there too. So, yeah, this is not a good sign. Now, they traded for Rajon Rondo earlier this year. It was a really big deal. I thought it was really going to send the Mavericks over the top, and now they have been playing spectacular, but it hasn't quite put them in the level I thought it would. They haven't been able to take over like Portland and Memphis and Golden State. I thought they were going to be right there in the 2-3 seed range after this trade. It hasn't quite propelled them up there, but they're still a really good team. They're really prepped for the playoffs. And with a veteran guard like Rondo who knows how to win a championship, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to affect the future of this team, especially this year. Because, again, like I said, I mean, those two positions have very fluid communication. You don't have to talk to your center very much as the coach. You just have to say, stand down there and play defense, or shoot from the the post. But with your point guard, you're calling all the plays, you're running everything through him, and it's very important to have good communication there. So this isn't very good for the Dallas Mavericks. This does not signal good times for them with these two going at it, and it's going to be hard to see them really make a deep run in the playoffs if this animosity keeps up. Because, I mean, it's not good for your head coach to be arguing like that with any of your players, but especially the point guard. And it's kind of getting to me like, why, most players, when their head coach yells at them, they just kind of take it. They're just like, all right, fine, whatever. They might not be happy about it, but they don't come close to, throwing blows with their head coach. So,
I mean, what happened? What's the real story?
What's the real story? I mean, I just told you the real story.
He talked about his feet. Now I'm saying, what's the real story? I think he talked about his feet.
Talked about his feet?
Yeah.
What about his feet?
He's sensitive about his feet.
He said, you have stupid feet? And that set Rondo off? Okay, you've heard it from Brendan. Allegedly, Carlisle said Rondo had stupid feet, and that's what set him off. But yeah, and this isn't the first time we've heard of Rondo kind of getting into it with head coaches. He kind of has a little bit of a, he doesn't like authority, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
They all talk about his feet.
They should just leave his feet alone. They should know that that's the sore spot. Don't talk about the feet. That's all you got to do. Leave the feet alone, and you and Rondo will get along just fine. So, but hit us up. Let us know what you think. Is this going to affect Dallas negatively through the future? Or is this just all going to blow off and they're going to have a great playoff run? Hit us up. Comments down below. Of course, @What'sMyFace on Twitter. Who plus Facebook. Always good ways of getting a hold of us.